Thank God.
Oh, let me go before I get run over.
I make sure I tape my sign in case a sporadic shower comes out.
What's up, y'all? I'm back streaming again. This time I'm out in the streets, doing my thing out in public. That just sounds weird.
He got 31%. She got 30%.
We need to fire ice. Back up to good. What do we need to do? Fire ice. Again? Let's fire ice. Let's fire ice. When do we want them fired? Now. When do we want them fired? Now. One more time.
What's up, y'all? Good to see everybody. Your boy's back doing his thing down out in these streets. Doing it. Small town, Pennsylvania. That's good. I like that. That's good. I like that. Whoa, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Welcome to small town Pennsylvania. I live in this is a protest. State is this is in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I'm a city of 35,000. And we are out in the streets. This is the home of Little League Baseball. First game of Little League Baseball was played right here in this little city of 35,000. We're also the host of the Little League World Series, which honestly, at this point, I don't even know if they're going to have it, just because, you know, they're literally throwing people in jail or putting people in holding facilities. So I don't know what parent would want their kid to come to this country. Speaking of which, I don't understand why the Olympics hasn't canceled this shit yet. I mean, last time what happened, it was, we can't have it. They're going to end up locking people up. They're going to end up accusing athletes of being trans that are not, and they're going to end up locking them up. This shit's crazy. But people are on the streets, man. People are having fun. We're having a good time. The resistance we get is usually a FU or a slur here and there, or they rev their engines and honk really hard, and then they leave. But there's always the danger of some idiot doing something What's up, Mary? How are you? Nassim, thank you for coming in. Trash Channel 1970, thank you for coming in. Share this live. I got no interaction whatsoever on TikTok, so I hopped over to our YouTube channel. And I'm hoping we get some people in here just to hang out. You guys can ask questions. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Ad is free. I'll be here for the next couple hours. I think I'm putting my mic back on. You know what? Let me put my mic back on. Pamela, welcome in. You are always here. I appreciate you. Let me put my mic in. I'm going to ask you guys if the mic sounds okay. If the mic sounds okay, I'll use it. Let me go over here real quick. Look at that beard. Ugh. I couldn't have that beard as a teenager, man. I would have had all the ladies. But no, my beard didn't grow until later in life. All right, let me plug this stupid thing in. And we'll see how it works. I really want to get a better mobile microphone. What's up, y'all? Thank you for coming in. If you are familiar with what I do, I'm at a protest, man. I'm out in these streets doing my George Soros funded that's my favorite joke right now. We forgot to apply for the funding. Let me know how the audio is, Pamela, if you would. Let me turn the noise cancellation off. Hopefully that's better. Pamela's always here. Some of you guys are so loyal. I appreciate you. But yeah, if you can share this, let's get some people in here. I don't know if you can post it on other platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, anything like that. And we got to make this, we got to flood the zone with content. And look, you guys know I'm out here trying to do my civic duties. So let me go ahead and turn the camera around and show the crowd. I'm on mic. Is the mic okay? If it isn't funded, as some people actually do things for the betterment of society, Helix Unknown, we don't actually ask for. Well, I ask for donations because we're actually trying to, put a studio together. But other than that, we do this because we have to. Mike and I haven't made more than a few $100s on our YouTube channel in the last year and a half, and we've been doing it religiously for every week, 2 to 3 shows a week. We're trying to add more. I've actually added the live streams now. As you guys see, I've been doing like daily recaps. I'm starting to get better at those. Streaming on my own. Sound is good. Starting to stream on my own. That's a lot of fun. You guys got me hooked. I think it was Wednesday. I literally at noon, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll do like a 4-hour live stream of the news for the day. That was a little ambitious. Sitting there and talking for 4 hours straight. I don't know if I could do that. So 2 hours, and then the next day, you guys have just been so supportive of our work that honestly, the one episode Thursday, I think it was, I got real choked up. You guys got me choked up. But just the appreciation is amazing. So but again, if you guys want to donate, I know some of you have. If you've donated multiple times, please don't. I feel bad. I feel bad for asking. But I have my link tree. Even our Cash App is in the description of this live. So please share this, get the word out. And again, some of you guys know what we're trying to do, and we're not going to stop. So let's get the word out of what we're trying to do. So let me turn the camera around, show the people, and I'm still on mic. So if you guys have any questions, you can ask while we're on live. And I'll be out here for the next couple hours. Oh, can I go without getting run over by a car? So this corner right here, this is dedicated to Little League baseball. So we got the Little League emblem in the middle. I really can't catch it, obviously, because I'm on the corner of the road. But then each base has its own thing, has its own like Little League memorial thing. But yeah, this is the home of Little League baseball. The first game of Little League was played here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. It's only a city of 35,000 people, and every year thousands of people come here to watch little kids play baseball from all over the world. And I don't know if that's going to happen anymore because of the current. Pamela, don't worry, that's why I'm out here. I got two Pamelas. Got Pamela and Pamela Turner. What's up, guys? What am I protesting, Carl? We are protesting against Donald Trump. We are protesting against that. We're out just having fun. It's beautiful. It's like 75 degrees out. Sun is shining. People are out. And then that's about as much as MAGA protests. Still red engines and shit. All right, let's cross the road over here. So that was third base. I was just at. And then on this is second plate or second base. Second plate. Second base.
No, we do not. Thank you, though.
So this is the memorial that the city has for the kids.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Except he needs to stand out a little bit more.
It would be a shame if this year they wouldn't have who's the king, Johnny Cage? Really? Well, we have a clown king, the American clown king, the one that wears more makeup than a drag queen.
I'm part-time here, because I work on Saturdays too. I've been working since I was 16. I've been working since I was 16.
We were here on May Day, and there was a guy screaming,
He's trolling.
"Why'd you lazy son?"
Yeah, Cage, he is definitely a joke. That's why I call him the American
Well,
clown
I
king.
am hoping to, but I'm not going to be able to afford to.
And then the head of our military has a makeup room.
Oh, I left my
Yep,
job.
the guy that wants to make the military tougher and more manly has a makeup room. That just blows my mind.
I've been working all my life. I'm not giving it up now. 8-pen dragon. Yeah, this has been around for a while. And every year they paint this surface to make it look brand new. And then they have the Little League thing in the middle. But the Little League stadiums are dope too. They're like miniature professional stadiums. Yeah, they can share makeup tips. I could not believe that. Yo, come on, seriously. Could we talk about the fact that the head of our military, the guy that wants to make it more manly and tougher, spent like 40 grand of taxpayer money on a makeup room? Sorry, I know I look like I'm talking to myself, but there's actually people in here. It'll look like I'm a crazy person just talking on my phone. I usually get a lot of looks. This is your first time out here, or you come out before? I was out the last one.
Oh, were you?
Yep.
This is my sixth protest this year so far. This is my second one I was in New York. We went to DC for one that we actually helped organize, which was really cool.
Nice.
Like we're part of an organization. We're completely grassroots. You know what I mean? Huh?
Which one? Move on or?
No, it's called fightaagainstfascism.org. It actually is FAFO. Yeah, it's a veteran-led movement. But we just did a thing in DC, and then I'm trying to get involved locally now too. So yeah.
Nice.
Honestly, the most pushback I've gotten is here.
He's for the veterans. You didn't know that?
Huh?
He's for the veterans.
I know, right? He wants to hold the guy who he dodged the draft 6 times, wants to hold a military parade.
What's that going to do for the military people?
Nothing. It's $100 million. This guy spent like
$100 million to give it to the veterans.
and just trips in his parade alone. He's probably spent like a quarter of $1 billion on himself in just 4 months. That's insane. And they want to talk about wasteful
spending. Like Donald Trump is burning through money like it's endless.
You don't give her
Well, no, but this is what he's always wanted.
Card is going to bring us revenue.
Right, the gold card. Well, now they're also now apparently importing white people.
Yes.
From South Africa.
Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah. So I'm being sarcastic, of course.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
They have to go through like due process too?
No, they're being prioritized and taxpayer funded too. That's that's happening right now as we speak.
Yep.
They actually chartered a jet.
Their first like 15 or so.
The people that were, well, they want to leave because apartheid isn't a thing there, but it's going to be here. They want to participate. You know what I mean? So they're going to help his cause. Yeah, that blew me away when I found. I was talking about it on my live stream last night because I've been doing like 2-hour live streams every night.
You were doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, it's like I got my mic on. I'm trying to look all professional, but yeah, we do 3 shows a week, and I've been doing 3 live 2-hour sessions, just reading news recaps and stuff like that. So we're trying.
Women money to have babies.
I know.
Like, the reason women aren't having babies. First of all, they can't afford to.
God forbid you have a medical issue with
They
it.
already have a program for these women who don't want to work, who just want to keep having babies. It's called assistance.
Yeah.
And I've had people I've known, part-time workers, who had 2 or 3 kids, were getting assistance. They were trying to work, thank goodness. And every year, come income tax, they would get thousands and thousands of dollars back, and then they would go on a really nice vacation and get a couple more tattoos.
Yeah.
Buy a new this and that. I'm like, what am I doing wrong?
Well, that's the problem. Is like, well, that's the other thing. People don't realize that they don't really pay taxes. When you get a tax refund at the end of the year, you're really not
I don't
paying.
understand that.
Right. Well, I used to be that person, so I can relate. When you're broke and don't have money, tax season's like Christmas. I was like,
I can understand some of it. I mean,
Yeah,
we would
well,
get
it's
some money back, but we wouldn't get 7, 8, 9,000.
oh no, yeah.
And we paid in. My husband and I both worked.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I've been working since I was 16.
Yeah. Well, I worry because my mom's on Social Security. I worry about her now because she relies on that, and God forbid something happens to that.
That's what I'm saying.
She's 81.
I mean, I'm fortunate enough to have a job where I have a retirement plan in my job.
Right. Let me turn this a little bit.
Contributing to that for the last, I don't know how many, 30 years. But,
I worry about our.
But then that has even not been great because of the stock market.
Yeah.
Mine's not as bad as some because it's not in stocks.
Right.
But yeah, I'm hoping to be able to do something. And I said, I want to try to work till I'm 70.
Yeah.
So I can take my Social Security and put it away.
But we're dealing with people that most of them never really had to work for anything in their lives. Most of them handed everything.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they're the ones telling us we need to. They want us to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, but then they take the boots and the straps, and they're like, "It's your problem."
I think they should take all these billionaires and put it somewhere for a month, give them a small allowance, and say, "There you go."
Right. I would be perfectly happy if we don't need any billionaires. We're good. I don't see the point. Jeanette, thank you so much for the gift.
I don't understand this.
You guys are so awesome.
He's already.
I'm across the street.
Coming in, so then what are they going to do?
Yeah. Am I safe across the road or am I going to die? Uh-oh, cops coming. Uh-oh. They're after me. You guys are awesome, man. I appreciate it. But I'm going to be out here for probably at least until 2 o'clock. Yeah, I've found protesting to be. People don't understand why you protest, but then you come to one and you get like just the community. I think is.
Yeah, it's nice knowing you're not alone.
Right. Yeah.
This is a very red area.
Yeah. It's extremely red.
My next move that I'm going to retirement, I'm going to choose wisely.
I'm going north.
It won't be the south.
No, I'm going north for sure.
I would go
Italy or Canada?
Yeah, Canada sounds very nice right about now. I'm ready to become a Canadian. I love my community, dude. This is so cool. Yeah, catch my whiff. They want you to pull them up by the straps, but then they took the straps and then they put a tariff on the boots, so you can't afford the boots. yo, I cannot get over that. Donald Trump wants to tariff the country of Mattel. I gotta turn the camera around for this. Come on, can we talk about how idiotic that is, that Donald Trump wants to put a tariff on the fucking country of Mattel? That is the funniest thing ever. Like, if you guys don't think this guy has dementia, watch his last, like, he fell asleep. He fell asleep on the phone with the UK Prime Minister. I think I just spit on my phone. Yeah, I did. That's fine. It's spit proof. The guy fell asleep while on the phone with the UK Prime Minister. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I don't ever want to hear the Sleepy Joe bullshit again. Please. And oh my God, yeah. But yeah, let's turn this around. I can still talk to you guys. His mind is becoming jello. I don't think it is becoming it. I think it already is. And maybe the RFK brainworm may have eaten into part of the jello. It migrated. You want to move to Mattel? I would love to move to it. If Mattel was a country, I would love to move to it, please. That's hilarious. I think I know where it is. I think it's right next to Legoland, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let me see if I can cross the street without getting run over. Like, you do have to be on alert at these protests, dude, because you never know. All it takes is one asshole in a car with a lead foot. That's all it takes. All right, so now we're at first base. First base statues.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
How can I
I always like the signs. Oh, that's good. We the people have power. That's right. Collectively, we do. I think that's what people don't understand is collectively we have all the power. But divided. That's why they want us to keep us divided. If they can keep us divided. Did I go to Iraq? No, I did not go to Iraq. Why? My dad was in Iraq. Not Iraq, he was in Desert Storm.
that I gave to my nephews for Christmas.
He was in the first part of that shit. I never got a chance to go to war. I joined during a time of peace. I actually was in the military. I was actually in the military before 9/11, so there really wasn't much going on, especially in the branch I was in. My military career is not illustrious, trust me. Something that's why I don't talk about it very often. I'm embarrassed about it. Oh, so this is home plate. This is the home plate statue. You got the umpires. You got this dude sitting over here chilling. And then, yeah, you got all this stuff here. The dugger, you got the backstop. Home plate. People trying to do your civic duties. Hello. Yeah, Carl, I always feel weird when people say that. I think it's because my dad served 22 years and had like a distinguished career, and I wanted that for myself when I went in. I had perfect intentions of doing that, but I ended up, I went in for Special Forces, for Air Force Pararescue, which is like basically emergency medic, but Special Forces. So, yeah, but I almost drowned twice. So after that, I realized I really enjoyed oxygen and I ended up dropping out. And then after that, they give you a choice. They say you can have 3 choices of what job you want in the military. And then they give you something that you didn't choose. And then it was all downhill after that. I even graduated at the top of my class at basic, even in my training class. But then when I got to my base, I got stuck with a bunch of hillbillies. One guy was from West Virginia. One guy was from Tennessee. One was from South Carolina. And I forget where the other guy was from. Doesn't matter. They were all ignorant. And then there was one guy who was a Pretty sure in a white nationalist biker gang, they used to come by our shop. I couldn't stand it, and they knew I couldn't stand it, and as a result, I got picked on a lot. So it did not go well for me. I tried, but I made a lot of bad decisions too. I'm not going to blame it all on them. Also, again, if you guys haven't subscribed, please do so. Interact with the live. Just like, comment, any comments. You can tell me to shove my head up my ass. I don't care as long as you comment. We gotta flood the zone with content. You know what I mean? Every person in this crowd right now should have their phone out, going live. I don't even care if it's just on Facebook and they have 5 followers. It doesn't matter. Like, we need to be flooding the zone with content because this is a media war, and so far they have completely won that. But that's why they're afraid of people like Aaron Parnas and independent media and influencers and stuff like that. They're threatening to throw them in jail because, basically people like us are the new media. Not me, but I just go out and kind of do this for you guys, actually. I just do it because you guys always keep showing up. But yeah, please share this live. Give it a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, please. And yeah, especially even if you just hit share and copy link, I believe it'll trigger. I don't think you actually have to share it on other platforms if you don't want to, but the extra clicks would help get people in here for sure. And it'll help with the YouTube algorithm. I was live on TikTok, but TikTok doesn't push any of my lives anymore. I get maybe 1 or 2 viewers, even though we have over 8,000, well, almost 8,000 followers. Wait, no, almost 9. I don't know, whatever. It's not as many people as last time, but there's still people here. Hey, Tim.
How are you, my
I'm
friend?
good, man. It's good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. I'm live streaming on YouTube. That's awesome. Dude, I have merch now for my YouTube channel. That would be hilarious. Oh my God. That's funny. How you been?
Saw it and I had to have it.
Yeah.
I've been good.
Good. What you been up to?
Nothing.
Are you still in the car business?
Oh no, I retired at the end of last year.
Oh, did you? Good for you. Good for you. Good for you.
So I'm just, doing stuff around home. I still playing.
Okay. Are you still? You live in Hughesville or?
No, I'm towards the outside of
Okay, that's right. Yeah. All right. How's the band?
Man, doing good, man. Right over here at the Legion in South Williamsport.
Nice.
The place was packed. It was great.
Nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
It's good to see people turning out. I was hoping there was going to be more people,
See that
but
sign over there?
which one?
The one that says GOP.
Kindly retrieve your balls from. The sign says GOP. Kindly retrieve your balls from Trump's golf bag. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. Where is it? There it is. That's a picture right there. Sorry, it's so shaky. That's classic right there. I love it. You don't have any other platforms to use? Hey, I don't blame you. Honestly, before all this, I didn't even have a Facebook account. Now I have like 12 or 13 social media accounts if you count True Social. Only because I have it, because I like watching how many times Donald Trump posted today. This shit makes me laugh. Because he posts like a neurotic teenager. Like he'll post, I don't even know, he'll post like 30 posts in 1 hour. Shit is insane. I don't even know how he does it. No, that's cool. If you guys can, you can share, do a quick post on YouTube too. Like I said, if you go in and hit share and then copy link, that'll trigger it. You don't have to actually share it on other platforms. You just have to trigger that you copied it to share it somewhere else. That's the trick. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go. There's a green light. It's a green light. It's a green light. We like your sign.
That's great.
There you go. I like that too.
During these quiet times, people, I like to
So that's the nice thing about the Little League World Series. It's all about inclusivity. You know what I mean? So, even though this is a very red town.
We need everybody. So get them out here and get them active.
Holy shit, is that Alan?
It will not be intimidated among us.
Oh my God, it's Alan.
There are power.
What's up? Oh, I thought you were somebody else. I thought you looked just like somebody else I know.
Anyone hear any of that?
That's funny. Damn, they look identical from behind. All right, so I gotta take a seat for a second. I'm thirsty as hell. My mouth is a little bit dry. All right, so let me adjust this. Give me 1 second. Not working with the best equipment here. So yeah, I'll be walking around some more. I just want to take a quick breather. If you know what I mean, but I don't want to do it on camera. One of those habits I've never been able to break. No, I'm so glad you guys are here hanging out. I appreciate it. We're doing our best, man. We're doing our best. I'm not gonna lie, I've been struggling lately. I think you guys probably see that in my latest live streams. Like financially, it's been tough because I've been focused on making content and the YouTube channel and going to protests and trying to stream this as much as possible and doing the 2-hour live streams, all that stuff. Oh, Yvonne, this is just another Donald Trump against the Donald Trump protests. Protect our Constitution now. Now that Elon's gone, I guess everybody's focused on the Constitution finally. Better late than never, I guess. Not as many people here as I was hoping. But there's people, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I would have been here by myself if I had to. Oh, nobody's crying beans. If anything, we're laughing. We're pissed and we're laughing. Nobody's crying. The no king sign is perfect. But she has it out right now. And keep in mind, again, this is small town Pennsylvania. It's not like I'm in Philly or the capital or anything like that. Oh, new project, guys. I want to go back to DC for the 6th. There's a massive protest organizing at the National Mall, right where we were just at for our protest. And I want to go back to DC to participate in it. But again, I'm going to have to raise some money to do it. If you guys want me to live stream, we should see thousands of people for that one. This should be my first legitimate protest where there's massive amounts of people, because there's a lot of veterans involved in this one that have a lot of influence. And I would love to be there to live stream it all for you guys. But I got to get to DC, and we got to figure this out. So if anybody's out there that does want to donate and help the cause, I did put our link tree. A link tree has our GoFundMe. I also put my Cash App in the description of the video, because I'm not gonna lie, this is after 18 months of doing this and living like this, I don't know how much longer I can do it, because we don't do ad revenue on YouTube. We don't sell shit on our fucking TikTok page. We don't try and monetize this, but we're literally as grassroots as you can get. We don't even have a sponsor. So for the last year and a half, I've been funding this entire project, upgrading our equipment. You guys, thanks to you guys, we've been able to get better computers. We've been able to get better microphones, these mobile mics, and we did our first mobile podcast, which now we know how to do and we can actually pull off. We know exactly what to do next time. And I want to do more content for you guys. I love hanging out with you guys. The community that we've built is very special to me. And we've built it from nothing. I have to believe that somebody like me and Mike, just two random dudes who give a shit, can actually change the way people think about what's going on. I'm not talking about MAGA, but we got to get reach to people that didn't vote. Those are the people that are important, the ones that don't know what's going on. Because MAGA's lost. Fuck them. fuck them. Like, don't waste your time. If they realize it, great. If they don't try and even waste your breath convincing them. If anything, go to your neighbor that you know didn't vote and talk to them about what's going on, because they're going to have questions and they're going to look to the news. And corporate news is all fucked right now. Excuse my language. So corporate news is completely jacked right now. So yeah, I'm on the streets again, guys. I'm hanging out with you. I hope you guys are having a good day. It's Saturday. Pennsylvania is beautiful. The sun is right above me and burning my bald ass head. And I'm gonna have a sunburn by the end of this. But it's nice out. It's like 75 degrees and people are just out here chilling. I just love it. I love the environment. If you haven't protested before and you want to, I would recommend it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You know, just go, be aware, take precautions. But there's nothing to be afraid of. Most of these people are all tough guys on the internet, but when it comes to real life and repercussions, most of them are just, they'll back down. Like, the most resistance I've seen, honestly, at a protest, this is my 6th one this year, and none of them have been paid by George Soros, Elon Musk, dumbass. I can't believe people believe that. Yeah, they're just moving the same protesters around. They're just being paid to protest. Dude, that would be the best gig ever. Everybody would be applying for that shit. Where's the application? But this, I've seen more support and more protest against what we're doing in my little city. A lot of people do burnouts, tire smoke everywhere. Some people will do that, just rev their engines and act all tough. Some will scream slurs, like we call the F word. Not fucker, but we've been called other things too. I've actually been called a race traitor throughout this process, which was an interesting one. I just thought that was funny. But yeah, but in our communities out here, I guarantee a lot of people, not a lot, but some of these people voted for Trump. Actually, I know for a fact because one guy told me his wife did. See, those are good beeps. You got to differentiate the good beeps from the bad beeps. That's another good beep. Yvonne, no problem, man. This is what I want to do. Like, we have to take this seriously. Some of us are going to have to dedicate all of our time to this. I'm willing to do it. I am 100% willing to do this. Somehow I'm immune to it. I think I've seen so much horrible shit in my life. I've seen beautiful things in my life, but I've also seen like the worst humanity has to offer. So, like, some of us we have to dedicate fighting against this, raising awareness. Like, all of us that voted for Kamala Harris know what's happening. We knew this was coming. Some of the shit I never saw coming, and you guys know I have an active imagination. But, oh boy. But yeah, the people that didn't vote, like a couple of my buddies, they come to me, ask me questions and shit they see on the news. They're like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, I tried to tell y'all, you didn't pay attention, but now they're starting to. Because it's human nature for people not to care until it affects them, because there's so much to give a shit about in life. There's so much to worry about in life. You know what I mean? And I think election after election, as poor people, we realize our life's going to be shit no matter who's in office. So I think they thought the same thing was going to happen this time. This is definitely a lot different. Because now we have a clown king that wants to basically shit all over the Constitution like they shit all over the Capitol walls. And we cannot let it happen, but I don't want to do anything else, man. You know what I'm saying? I know I should. I'm 47. My kids are grown, and I'll be dead. So it's time for me to do it. You know what I mean? I quit at Amazon because it's an unsafe job. Truly unsafe. After I fell and hit the back of my head, that was kind of it for me. So I can either do the content and the podcast and focus on that, or I can focus on another job that I'm going to hate and watch the world fall apart and pretend like I don't care. And I just can't do that anymore. I think I just know too much at this point to turn back. Like, once you learn something, I think that's the problem with learning things, is once you learn it, you can't unlearn it. Like, there's so many things I know that I just wish I didn't know. And 4 years ago, I was not political. I hated politics. If people, like, I was in the car business, if the customers would start talking about politics, I would excuse myself from the conversation. I hated it. I didn't even have a Facebook account. I mean, I did, but it was when I was going through like years of recovery from opiate abuse, and it was a lot of crazy shit on there. So I had to delete that one. Yeah, that was toxic. And then 4 years ago, I started doing a social media thing. And then now we're here. Now we're here protesting as much as possible. I've attended as many as I could. So far, we've been, 2 here, 2 in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the state capital. I went to the first 50-51 meeting there. 1 in D.C., and I missed 1 in New York City. How can I miss that one? So, yeah. So, yeah, some of us are the same people going from protest to protest, but unfortunately, we are not being paid to do it. We do this because we care. That's all we do. And you guys know I do ask for donations and shit like that, but I only do it to help keep the show running. You know what I mean? This really isn't about enriching ourselves. I told that when me and Mike had the discussion when we started the show. It's like we never wanted this to be about money. Like even if we ever did get sponsors, we would be extremely careful with who we take as a sponsor or people or products. If we were ever to represent any products, we would be very careful. Because the money isn't the most important thing here. We're trying to make a movement that is more people than profit. I think that's the problem with the right, and that's why they're all grifters, is because they're all about profit, not people. And I think that's what's nice about this movement, is this movement is about the people, for the people. I mean, 2 months ago, nobody was in these streets in my town. 2 months ago, there was nobody here. Let me turn this around so you guys can just, as I watch my bald face, you can at least, not much going on today, but it's good to see people turn out. I guess my favorite sign, though, is the No Kings. I was talking earlier with somebody in the crowd here, and they were upset about like the whole, how much he spent. Well, I brought up the fact that he's spending like $250 million on just going to Super Bowl, NASCAR, golf, and then this military parade. And we're talking about $500 million in 6 months this guy's going to spend if we don't stop him. And they're talking about wasteful spending. And Donald Trump is literally spending hundreds of millions of dollars on bullshit. And now we're importing white people from fucking South Africa, y'all. We are literally, all right, there's no crowd, so I'm going to talk. We are literally importing white people. Taxpayer funded. They chartered a jet for them. Yeah, white people who feel they've been persecuted in South Africa. Are you fucking high? How does that even make sense? You know what the problem is? They want to continue apartheid. The people that are coming here from South Africa, that's what they're mad. They're seeing that America is now the new. See, at first it was the Nazis. Okay, the Nazis stopped it in apartheid in South Africa. Now that's over because a lot of people that supported the Nazis, including Elon Musk's parents, or Elon Musk's mom's parents, were part of that movement. So when that ended, they moved to South Africa. Some moved to South America. And they continued their shit. You know what I mean? Nazism never stopped. We imported them. We say it on the show all the time. The people that we took prisoners in World War II, that put people in concentration camps and murdered people by the millions, they were treated better than the way the administration is currently treating migrants in the United States. Legal migrants, not even illegal. We're talking legal migrants, people that are here legally. Legal U.S. status. They seem to be having a problem with the legal part of that. And they're deporting American kids, people that are born on American soil. I don't give a fuck. Dude, that's the Constitution right there, dude. If you're born on American soil, you're an American, period. End of story. There is no, well, what if? No. And until we fix the way you come to this country legally, I don't want to hear shit about, oh, you got to come here legally, because half these MAGA morons, actually probably like all of the MAGAs, have no clue the process that it is to come here to the United States and become a legal citizen. Especially if you're poor. Especially because it costs, freedom in America is not free. Freedom in America costs thousands of dollars and years of your life to just become a citizen of this country, just to get deported. All that effort to become an American because that was your dream for you and your family, just for these fucking assholes to turn around and deport you. I mean, come on, man. We gotta do better, man. We have to do better as a species, as a country, and we have to do this as a united front. So people, just why we do this is because together we have a lot of power. Be careful, Doge doesn't kidnap me. Damn simple life. That's hilarious. That shit. I could be on a vacation in El Salvador by the end of the year. But honestly, my life's a dumpster fire at this point, so what the fuck? Let's just get it over with, bro. Come on, let's go. I'll get MS-13 tattooed on my knuckles. I'll get MS-420 tattooed on my knuckles. And they can take me. They can put me in a Bulls hat, and they'll say I'm part of a gang. Get me the hell out of here. I was telling a guy earlier I was talking to, like, I'm truly glad my father, I can't believe I'm saying that, but I'm glad my father's not alive to see this. The guy served in 2 wars, in Vietnam and Desert Storm. I watched him go to war as a kid and come back. And just to see this, my mom was born an orphan as a result of the Nazis in Germany in 1943. Was adopted by a woman who was forced sterilized by the Nazis because she was disabled. She had a bad leg. My family, my blood is tied up into this fight. Bro, my blood is tied up into this fight. I was born to do this. This is what I've been, I don't know, I always felt like I had a purpose in life, and this is kind of, you know, when you finally find your purpose, you know what it is. That's why I live the way I do. So, trying to change things for the better. NS420, Hamo was laughing. I know, I always got a joke, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, our relatives, especially World War II, Jesus Christ. But that's the bad part though, because we didn't, after World War II was over, we denounced it, but we really didn't, because Nazism was based on Jim Crow. That's what they based that shit on, Jim Crow. That's what Nazism was. Nazism was a lesser, severe form of Jim Crow. They were even like, damn, that's harsh. That's crazy. That's fact. You know what I mean? So we never actually got rid of it, because we pretty much are the originals. We are the OGs of this country. It all originated in America. Nazism did. Just a different name. You know what I mean? That's all it was. So, but this is where we are. But I refuse to go down that fight, you know, and resistance only lasts so long. I'm not going to say, you know, what comes after that, but resistance only lasts so long. And if they don't stop, they don't listen. There's only one next logical step throughout human history, and that's uprising. So if that's what they want, that's what they're going to get. Like, they think suspending habeas corpus is going to stop us. Like, we're still out here. But I think that's the threats. They want people to stay home. They do not want this, what's going on right now. They do not want, the last thing they want is people coming together, especially people that voted differently and have different points of view. That's the last thing they want. So as a people, as a country, united, we are very, very powerful. We are extremely loud. We can cause a lot of ruckus and a lot of chaos, legally, of course, and non-violently, of course. But you know what I mean? If we, that's why they want to keep us divided, though, because that divided, we are nothing. We can't accomplish shit. One voice is not loud enough to overcome what is happening. We need millions of voices at the same time, chanting the same thing. It's got to be a unified front. We have to decide differences. This is bigger than politics anymore. Like when people say, well, I'm not into politics. This is not about politics. This is about our very way of life. You know what I mean? This is about our basic freedoms, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. That's he's angry over. That's basically the loudest it gets. Nobody really says shit. They rev their engines. All right, so I'm gonna walk around some more. Be on here with you guys for a while longer. Really appreciate it. Again, if you guys are willing to donate to the cause, why do I feel so weird asking for help? I never used to have a problem with it, but now I do for some reason. I don't know. If you can help, the GoFundMe's on our channel page, and your link trees in our channel page. It's also in the comments or in the description of the video. You can donate to the cause. We're trying to just build our studio in our houses to make it look more official and get better equipment for our mobile broadcasts. And I also have my Cash App in there because a lot of people don't like GoFundMe, and the only other thing I have is Cash App. But yeah, we're not monetized. I mean, we are, but we don't do ad revenue, so we don't make money on our videos. We make pennies on our shorts and nothing on our lives. And we don't make money on TikTok because I don't sell shit. I don't want my TikTok page being all about selling garbage. You know what I mean? Like, oh, look at this product. It's so good. Oh. And then the next video I'm talking about politics and civil rights and shit. It just doesn't make sense to me. So if you look at my TikTok page, I have one video, I think, of selling a black flag. And it's only because I have one. Which is the black American flag. I think everybody should be flying right now because it means no surrender. Your flag right now, if you have a flag, you should be hanging that bitch upside down, or you should have a black flag. Period. You can make statements other ways. You don't even have to be online. You can make a statement. Yeah, you can't suspend it. Well, they're going to say that Lincoln did it unilaterally during the Civil War. Like they're really reaching. I mean, they're going back for laws from like the 1700s for crying out loud. They're going to say Lincoln did it unilaterally during the Civil War, so that gives them the right to do it, even though it's Congress. But Congress, who knows if they're listening to their constituents yet or not, because they're getting a lot of heat too. And it's got to be affecting them. It's got to be affecting them, some of them at least. And they have such a slim majority. We don't need many of them to fight against it, but we do need some of them, unfortunately. I just don't know. But I will turn this camera around again so you guys can take a look. While I stop. I don't want you guys seeing me do it. Yeah, I think that's what it is, Yvonne. I feel like, because when we're trying to ask for a cause, like a fightingagainstfascism.org, that's different, because it's for, that's an actual movement we're trying to start, an actual cause. And when I say our cause, I always feel weird because I know you guys see what we're trying to do. But I don't want it to make it look like I'm just looking for handouts and shit. Like, that's the last thing I want. I don't want people thinking that I'm just about trying to make money off you. Like, I don't want to be no fucking grifter like the right wing is. Like, oh, here it is, $29.99. I'll sell you a bottle of Donald Trump's farts. Oh, here you go. Here's my credit card number. Like, they gave that racist lady, PG, on this one. She's over $700,000 on that donation thing. I guess somebody's trying to get it funded through that Christian donation-based system. That shit drives me nuts, man. And the comments are wildly racist. Oh my God. People donating $88, which is the white supremacist sign for HH. I'm not even going to say it on stream. Yeah, I like the home setting, Pamela. I have a cool little office studio I can do, but I just don't have enough money to get like the proper equipment, soundproof it. The mic I got, you guys helped me get that. Like the computer I got, that's all because of donations you guys got. Like we really put as much money as we could. Plus, I've put thousands of my own dollars into it to try and make something happen. So it's frustrating when you make videos where you do like 2-hour live streams and you only get a couple hundred views because it takes hours to put together one shot or one hour-long episode. That's not easy, cutting videos and Mike doing overlays and stuff. We try and make it as professional as possible, but our equipment is the only thing holding us back. Mike needs, more than anything, Mike needs a new laptop because we're doing mobile broadcasts now. And if I want to go back to DC on the 6th, Mike probably won't be able to go to that. But yeah, I want to go back to DC for this massive protest on the 6th, so I got to start figuring out how to crowdfund for that. That last trip was freaking expensive. Jesus, DC gas is like, I don't know what Donald Trump's talking about. Gas is $5.50 a gallon in DC. Mike and I were in shock. We drove past the gas station. We thought at first it was just diesel, but we were pretty sure it was regular gas. It was like $5-something a gallon in DC, and Donald Trump's walking around like, it's $1.98. Knowing damn well people in DC are like, No, I'm sorry, I'm talking to my live stream here. I look like a crazy person walking around talking with my phone, but
no,
I'm on my YouTube channel.
Since the cell phone, nobody's crazy anymore.
I know, right, yeah.
Took me years to stop it.
Yeah, I'm 47, and I never, did this kind of stuff before, so to be doing it is weird, still to me. We try and broadcast as much as possible.
Yeah. Is it this or are you done?
Nice peaceful day. Beautiful. This is my little town, my little community. Again, if you're just joining, it's the home of Little League Baseball. First game of Little League was played right here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. It's a small little town. This is like the main hub right here. I usually don't like showing my location because of trolls, but this is for a good cause. This is my dude Tim. I used to work with him a long time ago. We're like buddies. He has a really cool cover band that he's in that plays in local clubs and shit. Yeah, we used to sell cars. We used to do a lot of things. We We used to get in trouble together back in the day. No, this is cool. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. My channel name is... tell people my channel name. Yeah, this is at the VOR Podcast. If you guys are on here and you're not subscribed, there's a subscribe button right there. It's free. You can also become a channel member. We do have merch. And you can also donate to the cause. I have a lot of plans. I just don't have any funds to pull it off. One of the plans is to build our studio up in our houses to make it as professional a broadcast as possible. We need editors and a team of people to clip stuff too if we're doing live streams like we've been doing. So I need people to do clips for us to put on social media because I can't do that. I can't stream for 2 hours and then go through my 2-hour stream and find like 30-second or 60-second clips. That is way too much work for just Mike and I. So yeah, it's at the VOR Podcast on YouTube. We're on social media. Our LinkedIn, Jesus Christ. Our link tree is in the description of this video. So if you guys want, you can go on social media. Check us out on social media as well. All our Instagram, Blue Sky, I believe, is on there. TikTok's on there. And then our merch and GoFundMe stuff's on there as well. Any help is appreciated. But at least if you could share this and subscribe to the channel, let people know what we're doing. I mean, we are out in the streets. It's not a big crowd, but this is not a big town. So the fact that anybody's out is important. But yeah, so there is a big ass protest on the 6th, the week before Donald Trump's birthday, 8 days before Donald Trump's birthday. And the goal is to have a bigger crowd for that rally than there is on his birthday. If that's the goal, I gotta be there. You know what I mean? I have to be part of that. So I gotta figure out how to get to DC again. And Mike probably won't be able to go with me. I'm not gonna ask him this time because I don't speak for Mike when it comes to going on trips and shit. You know what I mean? So that's totally up to him. But I gotta go. I have to be part of that. I'll sleep in my car if I have to. I can actually do DC in a day. It's only 4 hours to get there, and then park, protest, 4 hours home. It'll be a long ass day, but I can do it. I will introduce myself. My name is Jeremy Baker. Say hello. My name is Jeremy Baker. I am the co-host, one of the originators, one of the OGs of the VOR Podcast here on YouTube. We do politics, we do activism work. We're out in the streets. We do as many protests as possible. Mike's been to 3 so far this year. I think this is my 6th. And we try and broadcast it all because local, there's no media. There's no media here but me. You know what I mean? The media doesn't give a shit. They're acting like everything's fine, like everything's normal. Everything is not normal. They're talking about suspending habeas corpus and suspending our civil rights. That's not normal, y'all, and that's not okay. But yeah, my name is Jeremy, and I am, one of the originators of the VOR Podcast, and we love all of you. We love all of our supporters, even the trolls, because even the troll comments, any interaction is good interaction these days. Man, it's nice out. This is perfect. Yeah, our thermostat in our house broke too. And it was like 40 degrees last night, bro. I was so cold when I woke up today. So now I gotta figure out how to fix that shit. That's the problem with being poor, is every problem, even the small problems, are big problems. But yeah, we're on the streets, guys. Having fun. Just hanging out. Be here for a little bit longer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I hear yelling. I get the occasional drive-by screamer. Yep, we gotta put that on there. What's that? I like your sign.
Thank you.
I wonder if I didn't even see that side. Nice. Can you flip it around for me? Perfect. Thank you so much. I like that. Totally agree. And then that guy across the street is on point too. This guy is super unfit to serve. Like Donald Trump fell asleep on the phone with the British Prime Minister, for crying out loud. He has to have everything explained to him like he's a child. See, people are supportive even though they're driving by. you don't get very much pushback. Like if you're worried about people being, if you're worried about the violence in the streets, it's not happening because we're not doing that. That's not how we roll in these streets, right? But again, resistance only lasts so long. Let me go ahead and flip this up a little bit. Let me get off the street first before I do it.
I know exactly what you mean.
All right, there we go. Now I can. My selfie pole.
Why don't we have plates in the car? I just bought this one.
Got kids out here. Got people from all different generations out here. All right, across the road again. Going the wrong direction, running the wrong way. Played baseball too, I should know these things. But yeah, I don't know if you can see the emblem in the middle. You got the little, I'm gonna walk out in the middle of traffic here. You got the Little League emblem in the middle of the road. And then right over that bridge over there are two gigantic Little League stadiums. They're basically miniature professional baseball stadiums for the kids. And they come from all over the world. And they get put up, they get nice equipment, new gloves, new gear, everything's provided for them. Yeah, it's a good time, but I don't know if it's going to happen anymore. I mean, honestly, I should have told sign labor podcast. I have a couple people I did. I was on TikTok before this, talking to a couple people, so I did. I'm always advertising. Plus, I'm now involved with the local 50501 movement, their 5051 movement. So I'll be attending more of this stuff and helping organize. And I also have this idea. I'm in touch with the mayor. Somehow this guy, your boy here, is the mayor's personal phone number. So I plan on. My plan is to do a town hall. One organized by the people like me that give a shit about the community, that can tell people about projects, because we know all about Project 2025 and all that. So the more we can share that with the people that don't know what's going on, the better. So I think maybe a monthly town hall where people can just come and ask questions or listen to a speaker talk about what's going on and learn. That would be helpful, because we have to somehow unite the rest of the country, the ones that didn't vote for Trump. If they want to change their mind, good, fine, great. But I'm done trying to convince people. You know what I mean? I'm done trying to convince people that what you're doing is wrong. If you don't see what you're doing is wrong at this point, then go fuck yourself. Honestly, you know what I mean? You can literally shove your head up your ass for all I care. But we have to unite the people that did not vote. They are imperative to winning this struggle. Because if we were to unite everybody, I mean, we outnumbered them, 3-4 to 1? And this, of course, affects everybody. So we're going to get people that voted for Trump that are also now, they're seeing their Social Security's on the table. They're seeing all their benefits on the table. They're seeing their 401k disappear. So, yeah, a lot of these people in this audience here, I know a couple of them voted for Trump. They told me they did. So now they're here protesting against them. That's big. That's huge, because there could be people here that voted for him 3 times. You know what I mean? In this crowd right now, there are people that are revolting against them. And it's just going to continue to grow, and I'm just going to continue to broadcast it. Like Kendrick Lamar said, the Super Bowl, the revolution will be televised, and I will be televising it, me and Mike. We are aware of the consequences. Mike has more to lose than I do. I don't have anything to lose. And that is a problem for people like them. When you mess with people that already have nothing to lose and you take away nothing and give us less than nothing, man, I'm telling you, it's not going to end well. It's not going to end like you think it does. When the shelves go empty and people start going hungry, shit's going to hit the fucking fan. Just you wait. Mark my words. Mark my words. I know you guys think I'm crazy sometimes, but I'm telling you, once the shelves start going empty, people are gonna flip the fuck out. When it starts coming about survival, oh my god, Yeah, that would be cool. I would, of course I would. Live stream. I have to live stream it. I'm turning into a freaking streamer. That's crazy. At 47 years old, I'm a streamer. I wanted to say I was a podcaster and all that, but no, now I'm a streamer, especially now that I'm doing 3 2-hour live streams a week. So I'm doing 6 shows a week, if I can. We do our 3 live shows on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday with Mike and with James, and then the rest of the week will be just me, and then Saturdays I'm chilling because 6 is a lot. And I'm new to the streaming stuff, so, but it seems to be the preferred medium as opposed to recorded videos. But I need people to clip stuff for me. Like I need moderators, especially on like TikTok, to clip stuff for me when I stream or on YouTube. Yeah, because I used to do all the editing. Like we would record 5 shows on a Tuesday, Mike and I, and then I would edit them on Wednesday. It would take me hours to go through all the footage and to cut everything up and then to post it. And it's just time I didn't have. So the live stream makes it a lot easier. There's no editing required. And if people clip for you, then they can post that stuff to social media and spread the word. You know what I mean? It's a lot easier than getting a production team and all that stuff. Just people clipping. I do appreciate you guys showing up. You guys are always here for me. You're my people. Again, this is Jeremy Baker with the VOR Podcast. We are not live streaming our show today. This is just a protest in my local community, very small town, or small city, I guess. It's not a town. We're about 35,000 people. Not as many people here this time as there was last time. I always get a lot of looks because I'm talking to my phone. People don't realize that I'm live. But again, the fact that anybody's out here makes it's important. This is actually a good time. People don't really understand. They just see us here holding signs and shit, but it's all about building community and trying to bring as many people together as possible. We need a lot of drive-by support. Oh, he's gonna peel out. Watch. Oh. Let me show you the Little League stuff again. This is home plate. Got the little catcher guy. Got the umpire. It's pretty cool. They keep this up pretty nice. They even have cameras there to monitor, make sure nobody does damage. I think somebody bat the one time, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't somebody steal that bat one time? I can't remember. Sure. Oh, I can't remember. There was something. I can't remember what it is. But I just saw they have a camera here now.
I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest.
Yeah, right? Oh, there you go. So yeah, should have worn my watch. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? I can't tell. Oh, wait a second. Never mind. There's a clock right there. 3:41. Thank you. So I'll be here for another like 20 minutes or so. Then the protest is over. Then I'm gonna go home. Probably play some games. Then I got to play and cut clips for tomorrow's show. 2 o'clock. Mike and I are doing a show about Democrats fighting back. There's a lot of them that are being very vocal and that are fighting back. So we're going to be showing a lot of this stuff. Yo, did you guys, Christy Dome getting cross-examined was crazy. So we'll have clips of that shit too tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun, me and Mike. And then me and James will be live on Monday doing the Derp State episode, which I have some funny shit for that Tuesday, we are not going live because Mike and I are going to be on the Sons of Liberty podcast here on YouTube. They've got like 80,000 subscribers. They saw us on the Tennessee Brando podcast, and they asked us to come on and do a show with them. So that's what we're doing Tuesday. We're going to be on live with them at 7 o'clock. Should be a lot of fun. I'm just going to sit down and talk to you guys, since there's not a lot of people out here. Looking to adjust my phone. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I almost broke it. I almost broke it. I have a stand here that I'm not using. So let me put this down. Alright, so this is what we're doing. We're on the streets, hanging out, spending our Saturday protesting. And again, if you don't understand why we're protesting, honestly, I've realized I didn't even understand it at first, but yeah, I've understood it's about building a community of people that we just need to know that we're not alone. I think is a big thing right now. Is a lot of people feel very isolated, scared, and don't know where to turn to. And then when you come out and see people in your community that you didn't think you would see out and about, you know, that's always a nice thing. So I will keep protesting as long as you guys keep watching. I will keep broadcasting it. And you're the reason that we keep going. The community that we built from the ground up. I wanted to build a base that was indestructible. We had to build a foundation that could not be torn down. So that's what we're trying to do. I think we're doing it. We have a lot of contributors. I mean, we have tons of people that are ready to make content for the channel. We have a lot of people that are ready to make content for the channel. We just, you know what I mean? I don't have time to sit down and record them. So yeah. Oh, also on the 20th, we have a trans activist coming on the show that we met in DC. She's awesome. She does a lot on TikTok Live. She's live all the time. She's awesome. And then I did meet some cool people. We might actually have, I asked, I don't know if he'll do it, but CHF Unfiltered versus CFH Unfiltered. One of the two, the former combat sniper that does content for Midas. I asked him to come on the show. I'm in contact with him. And then again, I'm also in contact with my local mayor to try and get some permits pushed through to do some bigger protests, to do more events and shit like that. And like, again, I want to do a monthly town hall. So I have all these ideas, plus Mike and I now are doing mobile broadcasts, the studio broadcasts. Last time worked a lot better than I thought it would, so the next time should be amazing. But we have some equipment issues that we got to work out. But again, if you guys want to share this, our channel, this is what we do. We go out to the streets, we protest, we show everybody that we're not going to stand for this shit. And if you think we're going to, you're absolutely crazy. You don't know what real Americans are all about. We fight for freedom. We defend the rights of everybody with 2 feet on American soil. That's what patriotism is about. Defending your country and the people in it. All the people in it. Some people don't understand. They're stuck back in the past. They don't think that's the way things should be. They think the Constitution should be for just affluent white men. That's what they want. That's what they want. But we're not going to let them do that. We're not going to let them do that. This is a class war. This is. They want to make it about race. They want to make it about gender, so they can continue doing what they're doing. Donald Trump is making billions of dollars off a fucking meme coin. They're building an executive club, $500,000 membership to gain access to like Trump and his family. You know what I mean? People are considering donating or buying $20 million and shit of his meme coin just to get access to it, to see if he'll change his policy. It's a pay-for-play scheme, dude. That's the only nice thing about this. This is 100% transactional for them. That's all they care about is the money. They do not care about the people. So every move they make revolves around them getting richer. So they're kind of easy to predict that way, but at the same time, that fucks us in the process because they're taking the money from us. Like I said, they want us to pull us up by our bootstraps. They took the bootstraps and then they tariffed the boots. So, yeah, that's what we're left with. Living in America sucks. If you're watching from outside of this country, living in America fucking sucks. I don't care. You can call me a hater if you want. It sucks in this bitch. Fucking health insurance sucks. Healthcare sucks. The people are horrible sometimes. A lot of times. We're one of the most violent first world nations in the world. There's more guns than people in the United States. Like, we're a fucked up country. We could be better though. We could progress.
and move forward, but these guys want us to stay where we're at or go backwards. You know what I mean? I mean, they're talking about segregation again, for fuck's sake. What else do you guys want to see what's happening? It's serious. But again, all right, so if you're just joining, let me do this intro again, because somebody keeps telling me to do it. I'm Jeremy Baker, the co-host of the VOR podcast. The podcast Mike and I started a year and a half ago. After I left another podcast that had a much larger following than us at the time, for personal differences. And we've been doing this all on our own, man. We don't have sponsors. We don't sell cheap shit on TikTok. We don't even turn ad revenue on for YouTube for our lives. We do make a little bit of money, but it's literally pennies on our shorts if they get any views. So if you guys are able to donate, we are trying to move forward with this project. And this is a project. This is a movement. This is not bullshit, okay? I'm not trying to sell you something cheap, fucking knick-knack or something like that they sell on TikTok. So, yeah, we're trying to build a studio, build a movement. But unfortunately, those of us that care and want to build a movement are broke. So if you guys are able to donate, go to the link tree in the description of this video or on our channel page. In the link tree is all of our information, social media and otherwise, as well as our GoFundMe. And if you don't like GoFundMe, I put my Cash App in there just for fun. If you guys would prefer to do Cash App, everything that we get goes towards equipment, studio equipment. That's why we started out with 2 laptops, shitty laptops, and some really bad cameras and some really bad microphones. So since we started, we've gotten a badass computer that now I'm able to stream games on as well, thanks to you guys. We've both gotten better cameras. We've both gotten better microphones. We got mobile mics. We got stands. We got all this stuff thanks to you guys and your donations. So if you do donate, just know that all that goes towards doing stuff like that. It's not something that we put in our pocket. It's all going towards this passion project of ours that we've been trying to build for a year and a half now. So let me turn this camera around. I'll still talk to you guys. Yeah, living in America, making it a better place is what people die for. That is exactly right. Oh, I didn't turn the camera around, still my bald head. No, I agree. But yeah, living in America right now is pretty shitty. For those of you guys in America. Looks nice on the surface. When you dig down a little bit, that's when you find all the problems. Damn, it is literally perfect out here. A little breeze, 77 degrees, no clouds in the sky. It was 40 when I woke up, but no heat. that shit sucked, bro. I was playing games this morning with 2 hoodies on. It was cold. Even my dog was running the blankets. Like, fuck this. But you know I love all you guys for supporting us. Even when we wanted to give up, you guys kept us going. And we have wanted to give up several times. There's so many times I wanted to give up, especially after Trump got elected. This is in Pennsylvania, Happy Cat, small town, but people are still out in the streets. People are still protesting. We're getting a lot of support for drive-bys too. A lot of people honking, waving. Not a lot of negativity today. Last time I was here, it was a lot of people revving their engines and blowing diesel gas and or diesel fumes in the air. Yeah, it's small town Pennsylvania, man. But people are out in the streets. Good to see. This is my hometown. I wanted you guys to see a little bit of where I was from. Yeah, this is the home of Little League baseball. First game of Little League baseball was played right here in Williamsport. Not even a couple miles from where I'm at. Other than that, it's not a place you would go to like prosper. This is a place you go to retire. It's nice. Like, you got mountains, you got woods, hills, all that stuff. I mean, you go 5 miles outside of town and you're literally in the forest. Or you grow up here and you get stuck here, like me. I moved here when I was 15, tried to leave like 3 or 4 times, and every time I end up coming back. Oh, no, you're good, Ape Pendragon. No worries. Appreciate you coming back. Hello, this sign.
Roosters. Oh, I haven't had. I love that. You're making me crazy.
9.
Oh, goodness.
Everybody thinks I'm crazy because I'm just this guy walking around talking to us. Yeah, parts of PA are pretty gross. Wilkes-Barre's pretty shit, apparently. Strand. Not nice. Oh, you come out here, it's nice. It's actually really nice. It's a very, yeah, it's some really white privilege shit going on here, though. Because our honest, I swear to God, you can look this up. Our hometown mascot is the Millionaire. I swear to God, public school. Okay, like how many millionaires, send their kids to public school? We got a fucking public school mascot called the Williamsport Millionaires. This is the funniest shit ever. But there's a lot of old money in this town. A lot of Trumpers in this town. This is one of those towns where during the election you would drive around and just see massive quantities of Trump signs and flags, and you see less and less of him now that he's actually in office and fucking everything up. Alright, so I'm going to take one more lap, and then we're probably going to get out of here. This ends here in a couple minutes, unfortunately. I love hanging out with you guys, though. I will be on TikTok, probably playing video games later. If anybody wants to come over and hang out or play Warzone with me, we can do that. Okay, one more lap, and just again remind you guys, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Go visit our link tree in the description of this video. If you want to donate, you can. Our GoFundMe is in our link tree, or you can do Cash App. I have my Cash App in the comments or in the description, just because I don't have anything else. I don't know, like Venmo or any of that shit. I'm not good at raising money. I'm not good at asking for money. So if you guys want to support our work, see us keep growing, because some of you have seen us grow. Some of you watched us grow from the beginning. We started a year and a half with like 90 subscribers on YouTube. We didn't even have a TikTok account. We barely had a Twitter account. And just in a year and a half with no sponsorship, no funding, no monetization, we've been able to grow pretty big in a short period of time. But we want to keep growing. We kind of keep doing bigger things. Where's the girl in the short wage dress? I don't know. Is there one? I mean, that's an odd question. Back to home plate. Go over the signs again one more time. I like this one. Might be a fellow Republican, but you still think he's a moron. That's legit right there. I like that. Batter up. This is what the Little League thing looks like from back here. And then I got the bench over there. People, the guy in the middle is actually a statue. The guy on the right's not a statue. Oh my God, I like that sign. Park rangers and free lunches are not the problem. That's a good.
Yes.
That's great.
The first protest that was down here,
Yeah.
I showed up without a sign, and somebody had a couple, and I took this for this
That's
side.
great. Yeah. That's
But,
good.
Yeah, I like both sides. So.
Well, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm trying to put it on our YouTube channel and stuff like that. So that's what we do. I just walk around when I can't talking to my camera. Yeah, I look like a weirdo.
No weirder than anything.
Well, yeah, we're all in this together. So yeah, I'll be doing more of these local broadcasts and getting involved with the mayor and the local 5051 movement. So you'll be seeing me broadcast meetings that they're having. I'm going to put a lot of content out. I'm going to invest all my time into this, making this happen. But again, we can't do it without your support.
Can we find you on YouTube someplace?
Yeah, of course. It's at the VOR podcast.
VOR?
VOR, like Voice of Reason.
Okay.
But if you type in Voice of Reason, you get like 30 of there's like 100 million different podcasts on YouTube. You know what I mean? So if you type in the VOR podcast, it'll pull us right up.
Take a look.
Yeah.
Somebody asking me, and I said, no, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm local here. My buddy that I do this with, he lives up in Long Island.
Okay.
And we go to protests. We've been to D.C., New York City. Here, I've been to 2 in Harrisburg. And then we do, I don't know if you guys know who Midas Touch is. Midas Touch Network on YouTube. They're a good person. They're a good channel to follow as well. We've had some of their contributors on. They've got like 4 or 5
Going
million.
to share across platforms. But
This is new to me too.
you know, I'm 71 years old.
Right? I mean, right? What do they expect, right?
yeah,
No, I am 47, and I never used to do shit like
When I
this. So.
started doing computers, you had to have little cards with little holes in it. And if
know.
you got one of them out of order, you're screwed.
Right? The internet, when it took a half an hour to download a picture.
Yeah.
We remember. But yeah, if you check us out. Yeah, I'll be doing more. You'll be seeing me more. I've been going to the meetings and stuff. Been trying to broadcast like small town America.
I
Protesting.
That's the thing.
No, I appreciate it.
The
Appreciate
more it
it.
goes, the better it is.
Yeah, we gotta
Did you
flood the
see
zone.
Bernie last Friday?
Huh?
Did you get down to see Bernie last Friday?
No, I didn't. Where was he at?
Farm
Was it
show.
Philly?
Farm show.
Where at?
Farm show, Harrisburg.
He was in Harrisburg.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch! I didn't even know.
Find out about it until like 3
See, that's
days
the
before.
problem. Is like they don't have a schedule of these things. It's like
I'm
last
working
minute
on
pop up things. I would love to go to one of those because we're actually talking about our show tomorrow. The AOC and Bernie. Is that my ex-wife?
I'm trying to get in.
I think that's my
together
ex-wife.
with 3 different groups right now to organize.
In the red
help
car.
communicate. 'Cause that's our weak spot right now.
Yeah.
Everybody
Organization.
Knowing ahead of time.
Right. Yep.
Being able to plan for it.
Yep. We've been talking about that as well. It's all about organization.
Well, I will see you guys.
Have a good one. I love your sign. Yep. That is my ex-wife. At least she waved to the crowd. All right, good. She's on board with the cause. I appreciate it. Yeah, dial-up internet. That's funny. Yeah. They need something. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get out of here. Appreciate your time. Thanks for hanging out with me again. I've been putting out as much content as I could possibly handle, but I want to do more. I want to even do more. I would stream all day if I could. I really would. So, and if you guys can, just go to our link tree, go to YouTube. Well, you're obviously already on YouTube if you're watching this. Subscribe, share our channel stuff. Just share the channel with your friends. Share it on other platforms. Even if you hit copy and then or share and then copy link, that'll trigger the YouTube algorithm that people are sharing the videos and stuff like that. So it helps us out tremendously because we are not funded by George Soros. We are self-funded. We are completely grassroots, and we rely on you guys to keep going. So in the link tree again is our donation information. My Cash App is in the comments or in the description. God damn, I can't talk today. And I'm gonna go home and chill and see how red my fucking head gets later today. So if you guys want to hang out, though, I'll be chilling on TikTok playing Warzone, showing people how bad of a gamer I am. Yvonne, love you. Thank you guys all. Love all you guys. Captain 8-Bit Dragon. I wish I could name all you guys. Carl, thank you so much. You guys have been great supporters, and we do love you and appreciate you more than you could possibly know. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I love you guys. And this is just the beginning. Again, I keep saying it, we're just getting warmed up. Eventually we're gonna get hot. And I hope it's this year. I think it's this year's gonna be our year. Just watch. Big plans, guys, big plans. We need your help to get there. Please, if you can, donate. If not, just subscribe to the channel and share it. Totally free. A couple clicks with your thumb is all I'm asking you to do. It's literally all I'm asking. But I love you guys. Bye, chat. You guys are awesome. Yeah, this is fun. I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon.